Welcome everyone. My name is Mr. C. Behind the camera is Mr. Don, the museum's curator. Thank you for joining us today for another Detroit Children's Museum video. We have another special treat for you today. I could say that 2.5 million more times. That is the number of the artifacts we have in our collection here, in our lending and permanent collection. Today, we have some beautiful, beautiful toys. But there's specific use for these toys. You and I are going to discover together what the use for these toys are. And you are going to figure out how they work. So think about that. How do we gather information? We collect data. That's really what data is, information. With our eyes and other 5 senses, we gather information. Well, Don and I were given this document from the National Archives by the Social Studies Department. It's called Analyze an Artifact or Object. Well, we're going to take 3 of these toys here today and analyze them, collect some data on this sheet, which could be laminated ahead of time. Then it has some room on the back to provide some answers, collect that information that you need to figure out how these toys work. Okay? What do you think these toys are? Well, they're specific toys that are used for a purpose. Of course, fun. We want to have fun playing with toys. And I know you do. And as you look at them, as you see them, we're going to observe their parts. What do you think the object is made out of? In this case, objects. We're going to focus on 3, but you're going to see all the other ones as well, okay? Are they made of bone? Then you would circle that. And I love this because then all folks, no matter what age, can participate in this. Ceramic pottery, if you think they're made of fabric, if you think they're made of glass, if any part are made of glass, you would circle that. Leather, metal, paper, plastic, stone, or wood. And I simply went across at the top under the section entitled Observe Its Parts. All right, so you simply circle. If you want to write something else that's not listed there that you think it's made out of, please feel free to do so. With a dry erase marker or a pen, you can simply write and then you can reuse it if it's laminated. How do you think the object feels? You circle all that apply. Is the object heavy? What is its texture? How does it feel? Is it light? Like it has a picture of feather there. Is it smooth on the surface? Is it rough? Is it hard? Or is it soft? And here's another one we're going to focus on. So as far as the idea of if it's hard or not, okay? In a video, it's kind of hard to get it, to determine what are the colors of the objects. All of them are toys from our collection. What are their colors? What is the shape of the objects? And what are their sizes? And simply there you check small like a coin in that box, or square I should say, medium like a basketball, or large like a car, just to kind of give you some perspective of its size. And you see that this one and this one, okay? At the bottom of this sheet, we can provide these. They're also on SharePoint, but you email Don or I. Use it as historical evidence. Where do you think you could find out more information about the object or the people who used it? The answer, one of the answers always to that question is you can contact us through your teachers or email us directly to parents, for example. But where else could you find? Via books, computers. Then we try to make some sense of these. How do you think these work? What do you think the object was used for? Okay? these particular toys that you probably have guessed what they were used for, but how do they work? Try that again. Maybe he wants a bigger coin. This is just a penny. Again, though, you still see that it works. How does it work? What do these objects tell us about the time period when it was made and used? I will tell you that these objects came to our collection in the mid to latter part of the 1900s. Some as early as early 1900s. For example, this particular toy was made in 1890s. Do we still use these objects today? You may have a different type of toy. They're called piggy banks. Yes, these are banks, right? They're toys, but they're a way of saving your what? Your pennies. Well, in the case of the clown toy bank, probably wants some quarters or half dollars, but the penny, saving your pennies. A penny saved is a penny earned. I think that's Ben Franklin. Well, thank you so much for joining us today for our video. We enjoyed sharing with you our historical toys, and in particular, our banks. Okay? Please join us again for another Detroit Children's Museum video very soon. I'm Mr. C. Behind the camera again is Mr. Don. Thank you so much. Goodbye.